Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Chef Connie, with lots of yum for you, and today we're gonna make a delicious, quick and easy dish. It is called Thai black pepper steak with red bell pepper. This dish is easy, quick, delicious. Your family will love it. Once again, all the delicious flavors that we expect from a Thai dish. I will go over the ingredients, and then we will go to the stove and cook. So let's dive right into this delicious video. Hi everyone. So I'm back with the steak, and here's my bowl of steak already cut, and I'm going to show you how I cut this steak. This knife is by Cuisine Art. I'm definitely going to put it in the description box and show you how I cut this steak. So I have a piece of ribeye steak. This knife cuts very well. Be very careful, it's very sharp, it cuts very well. And usually what you want is, if you can, leave your steak in the freezer for about 20 to 30 minutes, because the colder, when it gets kind of frozen, semi-frozen, it cuts easier. This knife cuts very well. Look at that. Boom, cut. So I have to be very careful. So anyway, I've got all my steak cut into small pieces. I just cut the rest here. And there we go. Okay. So here's the steak. And now we're going to dive into this video. So I'm back with the ingredient portion of the video. And yes, I have my usual glass bowls and some extra bowls with extra ingredients. So what we have here is, I'm going to put a full description of all the ingredients in this recipe, but we have two tablespoons of cooking oil with 1 clove of garlic and 1 teaspoon of grated fresh ginger. I have a red pepper. I actually have 1 whole red pepper, red bell pepper, and a half of a sliced onion. And then we have the 1 teaspoon of ground pepper, which I will get that. I had my pepper. What did I do with my pepper? I just have a black pepper right here. And also, I have the teaspoon of soy sauce. We have oyster sauce, 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce, 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire, and then I have the Chinese rice wine, sherry actually, and then which is 1 teaspoon of that. Oh, I know, just 1 teaspoon. I have a teaspoon of cornstarch, and a half a teaspoon of sesame oil, and half a teaspoon of sugar. So the marinade we're getting ready to do right now, and our marinade is that teaspoon of soy sauce and that tablespoon of oyster sauce for the marinade of the meat, and we're going to be marinating this meat. Okay, so I'm going to move all this over after I use it. Make sure I get all my sauce out of there. All right, and 1 teaspoon of the Worcestershire sauce, a teaspoon of the Chinese rice wine, and then we have a half a teaspoon of sesame oil, and then our half a teaspoon of sugar. Yes, I can stack all these bowls. And then we also need our cornstarch, half a teaspoon of cornstarch. So I'm mixing all the marinade in a side bowl here, off to the side. And then I'm gonna pour it over the meat. And like I said, I'll put a full description of this recipe and the description box for you. So here's the sauce, and this is what it looks like. And then here's our meat, and I'm just gonna take it and pour it over the meat. You can use a spatula. Let me go grab my spatula. This is one of my favorite spatulas where I can get all the sauce out of the bowl. And then mix the meat around. What you want to do is mix the meat and then marinate your meat for about 15 minutes in the fridge to let the spices soak into the meat. So I'm gonna put this in the fridge for about 15 minutes, and then we're gonna come back and go. I'll meet you at the wok and get ready to cook this deliciousness. I'm back, and it is time to get our fire started. There we go. I have this on a medium-high heat, and all right, sorry about that. Okay, that's Chef Connie being kind of clumsy. There we go, and this is sesame oil. 2 tablespoons of sesame oil. What we're gonna do first is put the meat in and start cooking the meat. Make sure I get all the sauce out of the bowl. You cook your meat on medium-high, and all we're doing right now is just trying to brown the meat. It won't necessarily be completely done, but we are browning the meat on the outside. As long as you brown your meat on the outside, so let it brown. So as you can see, the meat is still, some of the meat is still slightly pink. And that's what we want. We still have some pink meat in here. Not too much. But most of it is browned on the outside. So even though we still have pink meat, I'm going to take this and put it on a plate. Okay, the reason why we're taking this meat out and putting it on we're taking the meat out, putting it on a plate, is because we're getting ready to throw in our garlic and onions and ginger. This is our garlic. And I also throw in some Thai green chilli. This is opening up those flavors. So do that for about, stir it, do it for about 1 minute, and then throw in your bell peppers. And now I'm going to throw on the onions. And just throw the onions in, let them cook for about 30 seconds to a minute, and now we put the meat back in. And as we cook the onions and all the other flavors together, the bell pepper, our steak will finish cooking. So any parts of the steak that was pink will definitely be well done now. So we're going to cook this for a couple of more minutes. Okay, as usual, I'm flipping food out of the pan. Okay, it's almost ready. I'm gonna let this cook for another minute or two, and then it's ready. Okay, everyone, the food is ready. I'm gonna sprinkle this with a little bit of black pepper at the top, give it a stir, and then I will see you guys in the tasting area so we can do our deliciousness taste test. This smells delicious. I just turned the fire off and it is ready to go. All right, see you soon. Hi everyone. So I'm back for the delicious taste test. And what I did was, because I don't eat a lot of rice, I plated this with fresh cucumbers and Chinese broccoli, which is white. It looks like broccoli, but white. I got this from the Chinese market. Very good. Asian food store. That's delicious. There's nothing on it. It's just steamed. However, we are here to also do the delicious taste test for the Thai pepper steak. So let me get to it. Deliciousness. So thanks for watching. This is delicious. Give it a try. Your family will love it. You will love it. And don't forget to push the bell notification button, subscribe, like this video, and share this video. All right. Have an amazing rest of your day. Bye for now.